Okay, Rod, so a 2-2 draw today with Concord Rangers. It was a game that was very end-to-end. Do you think that a draw is maybe fair?
No, I thought we should have won, for sure. We knew it'd be tough, we knew what they'd be all about, and we knew second half they'd use a win to try and back us up a bit more. But I think the penalty decision was very, very harsh. Obviously, 10 minutes later with Reece as the ball's dropped in, he's been pushed in the back, nothing's been given. I don't want to use excuses because I'm not about that, but I'll tell it as it is. You've asked me a simple question: do we deserve a win today? Yes, we do. On possession, I thought we were the team. They looked like they was hanging on. You know, to be fair, it normally happens when people come back and haunt you. That's what's happened, and to be fair, Best of the Day's come back and haunted us because he's had to keep them in the game. And don't get it wrong, that's what he gets paid good money for. But you know, fair play to him. He's been their man of the match, so that tells me that we've fallen a little bit short of the result. But performance-wise, I was over the moon, absolutely over the moon. I thought every player out there done that little bit extra for us. To go 2-1 down after being 1-0 up and could have been 2 or 3-0 up. It can, you know, goals change games, and I think normally you might have seen at times a Chelsea team that showed that little bit of frustration and dropped off the desire. But I don't think you see that with my boys today. I thought they were tremendous. I thought they just kept going. And to be fair, I think Concord and Sammy will be over the moon to get a point here. So that's my opinion.
So Concord equalised right at the end of the first half. Did you say that was against the end of play, given you had a series of chances that we just didn't take?
Yeah, I thought the game was really, really a good game up till then. But you've got to say, listen, at the end of the day, let's find margins. You know, to be fair to Alex Hall, he's took that goal out of literally great touch and a great strike. And when you look at what we'd had to go 2 or 3-0 up, one come across from a corner, it's a tap in, it's 2-0. But to be fair, you know, they've got the equaliser. I said to my boys at half time, they are going to do nothing else but smash the ball the bus route, and they're just going to try and work on the big lads to get free kicks and corners, which is what they've done. And unfortunately, they went 2-1 up with that, because I mean Mickey's, I think it was Mickey, wasn't it? Yeah, he's won the header, and unfortunately he's headed it, but he's hit him on the arm. I mean, if you're going to give out balls like that, I mean, listen, it's 50 a game, you know. But I thought the referee was harsh today on us, very harsh, and but my boys are made up for that. What disappointment I've got with them in there, I've got real happiness in my boys in there, because I thought today you see a very, very good Chelsea side that basically kept going, and I'm proud of that. I'm over the moon with that. Disappointed dropping the points, especially when I hear the other results, but we won this game today, in my opinion.
You made a few changes to the starting 11. Isaac and Kashiko came back from their respective injuries, and you also called back Chris Cregan for his dual registration with Bishop Stortford. What was the thinking behind those changes?
Well, Chris has been with us since pre-season, and you know, he's a local boy, he's a Chelmsford boy, and he's got a very good future for me. So you know, we've thrown him put him in the test today against a very strong front two, and he's had a tricky player to play against as well in Greeley. And I thought he was excellent. I thought he was absolutely breath of fresh air. So for me, I'm over the moon with Chris, and you know, Cascavel's come back after having his injury. Yeah, a little bit rusty here and there a couple of times. What people have to understand is when you come over here, it's a very, very hard place, yeah, for both teams. The wind is very strong. I thought we had the wind first half, probably didn't use it as much as we should have done, other than Joel's free kick that flew over the bar. And they just basically had a game plan to play in that wind and thought they'd get it off for the first and second ball, which we done well with. You know, we've done it excellently well with. It was just a shame that the penalty got given. A bit like what happened to me in the final, in the playoff semi-finals last year. Very, very harsh, in the same goal. And you know, we had to give away a penalty then. Fortunately today there weren't no sending offs or nothing like that, which happened in the against Hampton and Richmond. But overall, listen, as I said, my boys have been tremendous, and I'm not going to knock them in any way. Castavel's not been in for a couple of weeks, so he's done well. I thought Chris Cregan done well. I thought Weltdale was just different class. I thought Scotty Fennick worked his nuts off up there today. Reece Murphy and Scotty come alive right at the end. I mean, you know, they were literally, they was on a different page to their back four. I think their centre midfielder was very lucky to stay on the pitch, the 8. I think another day I see him get sent off. I thought he probably deserved a bit more sent off than their fullback that got sent off. In my opinion, I thought he was persistent fouling today. But listen, I've had to ride all them challenges today, and these boys have rode them challenges with us, and they've been excellent. And I think you've only got to look at the crowd. I don't know what's the crowd today. What was it?
1,179.
Yeah, okay, another real positive. But I've got to be honest, when you look at that and they crack you off like that, to me, that just I ain't got to sit here and say nothing. That does my you know, sort of end of team talk, if you like, for the players, and even having the interview we use, you know, that's what it does. So for me, yeah, I'm delighted, and you know, we've got a tough game to go away on Tuesday night. But as I just said to the boys here, it's half time. They've got to try and dig that performance out again, and yeah, I mean, listen, been a tough game here, but I thought an entertaining game. I mean, you know, it was. In a way, I suppose I could say it was end to end, but it wasn't. It was it was pretty much us trying to get the win. I thought we deserved to get the equaliser when we done, and I thought from then, you know, there was only one outcome, and that was going to be us that would win the game. But you know, for whatever reason, we never managed to get the ball back in, score another goal, which I thought we had quite a few opportunities to do that.
So finally, how does this draw help us prepare for Torquay on Tuesday night? A massive game for us, obviously.
We're down to 10 games now, so to be fair, we get ready for Tuesday night, and there won't be no training in between. The boys will look after themselves hopefully over the weekend. I've heard that Torquay got beat. I think they was at home against Western, I believe.
I'm not sure.
That's what I think I've heard anyway. And if that's the case, you know, it'd be down to Gary Johnson to get them ready for us on Tuesday. But on my boys there, good spirit, very good changing room. Obviously, there's one or two unhappy faces, which you always get in football because they all want to play. So I don't have a problem with that. But you know, we're in good spirits, and yeah, just a shame that today we haven't got the maximum points, which I think you guys watching the game, did we deserve to win the game today?
I think we should have won the game, yeah.
But there we go. All the best.
Cheers.